I've created tools to facilitate learning. They're called ToBes because I want the user to interpret them how they want them to be. So within the kit, there are 12 tools, 2 of each colour and shape. They come in a little compact sleeve so that when doing workshops, when using them, you can send them out to people, especially in the world we're living in at the moment. It means more engagement. So my packaging, I've used cardboard so that it is sustainable alongside my plastics. The material I've used is PLA, which is not only biodegradable, but it is also recyclable. Not only is it environmentally safe, but it is safe for the user. What I've done is I've utilised outline of different shapes so that they can connect together through different possibilities, creating both fluid and structural shapes. So ToBes are 3D printed using a dual printer. This means that I could get both the colour and the white. So there's lots of different layers. The layers really help with the connective possibilities because it creates like a texture. I really want to change the perception of creativity and play, especially in education, and create an equality in the learning structure so that people like me who do learn differently have the opportunity to be exposed and explore that. So I've designed ToBes to use within my workshops. So my workshops focus on creative thinking and playing and how beneficial that is for learning. So I've personally been diagnosed with 2 learning disabilities, and I realised that I don't learn like everybody else, and that's completely okay. However, the resources weren't there to help me learn, and that's what's inspired these ToBes. But I specifically want to create workshops that not only allow you to play and be creative, but also create an environment that you can discuss the benefits of that action. So it's creating a meta experience. So within my workshops, I have a couple of activities, such as being inspired by The Apprentice. So participants combine the tools however they want, and then everybody in the group interprets them, maybe giving it a function, a name, a song to go alongside. So it gets people to be very playful with their creativity, and then reflecting at the end and discussing, okay, we've all seen the same ToBes combined in the same way. How come we've all interpreted it differently? Why is that? Why is that good? And then taking this discussion and saying, okay, how does that apply to real life? How does that apply to how I learn and how different you learn? Some other activities are using the ToBes to create wearables. You could make functional objects, or you can make something that is just beautiful. So there's some examples of creating games for each other, using spin toys, creating roller skates, and also combining all the tools together. Stuart Brown quoted in his book that playful experiences are the most memorable. However, why are we not taking this and utilising this within education and making these experiences more memorable through play? Brandy Agabek also did research into students and how they identify themselves as learners. So you have visual spatial learners and auditory sequential learners. It turns out that 63% of students identified as visual spatial learners, and only 37% identified themselves as auditory sequential. So if in education we are identifying as visual learners through using images, through using colours, through engaging, why is the education structure very sequential, very much listening to the teacher? This structure needs to change, and we need to create workshops that can go into schools to show that there are other ways of learning. So not only am I using the ToBes for my workshops currently, I realise that the application can go to many different areas within education. You could use them within science, you could use them within English, use them within maths. Having that visual way of learning relates back to that playful learning being memorable. So eventually I want to sell ToBes so that people can have them at home and use them however they wish. And I'd also really like to make an online platform, whether that's through my website or on social media, where people can share what they've made and share resources or learning processes that they've developed using these. So not only are they helping themselves, but we can create a community. I have currently 3D printed them. However, I would really like to explore using other materials, such as large foam versions. so that people can get very physically engaged and make almost furniture, structural, engaging, playful shapes. I think that would be really exciting through maybe casting, or on the other end of the spectrum, creating small metal ones that people could create their own jewellery from and personalise their own pieces. I think the shapes themselves have a lot of potential to invite play, not only in learning, but through craft of their own pieces and through physical engagement and engaging with other people through play.